All right. Is this thing working? I think it's working. Everything seems to be working. Lights working. The thing I'm not sure about is my brain. How are you damn mutts doing? It's like 2 a.m. Well, 2:30 in the morning here where I'm at in Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's quiet as hell. Not even no wind outside is blowing. It's cloudy. Might even actually get rain, but I'll believe that when I see it. I don't know. I just got in a mood and figured, well, I guess I better make another video. This one is more on a personal note. It's not no game video or anything like that. So take these glasses off. It's more on a personal note, you know. I've hinted at it over. Well, I might have even mentioned it here and there in past videos, but I'm 54 now, and I'm sure some people will call it whatever they'll call it, midlife crisis, whatever. Mine, unfortunately, wasn't just a midlife crisis. It was, the midlife crisis was brought on by a slew of many things, but, big chunk of my life was lived pretty much just drifting by, drifting through life. Everything I had, everything that had meaning and everything I thought that had meaning and purpose and, that gave me that sense of drive, that motivation, turns out it was all for nothing. None of it meant anything. So it's, it was like 53 years of going through and seeing everything completely wrong. Reality was right there in front of my face the whole time. I don't know. I've come to more grips. I've come to a more understanding, a self understanding, I guess you could say. Uh, I haven't been clinically diagnosed, but as far as autism goes, that and I way back in the past, I can remember. I think I had one. This was back when I was early in the military. I brought that up to me, mentioned that I might have been autistic, but hell, nobody ever talked about that stuff back then. So, and I never paid no mind to it. I just thought I was different, Thought I was something was wrong with me. But as far as the borderline personality disorder, that is that has been linked to hereditary. It can be in the genes, and in my cases, in my case, it is. I haven't been clinically diagnosed, for one, because I was in denial for a long, long time, which is what I meant at the start. 53 years of thinking things, and that they were, 3 relationships, and each one of them ended the same way. So that I should have picked up on all the clues, because they all ended the same way. Can't really say I don't blame them. I'm sure I wasn't a very easy person to be with. I see that now. I see that now because I've had my life lesson learned on that. This was after doing a lot of self research and self analyzing myself, putting things together and going back in my head and trying to relive those moments and see where the demons were in them. It's super hard sometimes, because my brain always wants to go off in those moments, in the last relationship I had, that was really what uh, that was my big reality check right there. That's what threw me into my midlife crisis, whatever, major breakdown because of the way it ended. I know it's just it takes a lot, you're a fucking survivor when you self-analyze yourself at a point in your life and you go back in your head and you actually do you self-critique yourself. You actually look at yourself. I'm not talking about the parts that we all tend to want to hide, buried deep inside somewhere. I'm talking about letting it all out, right? Going in there and self-analyzing all of it, your entire life. So and I did that, and I'm still in the process of doing that. I've become a lot more isolated, I don't get out and go nowhere. I occasionally go to the store. I occasionally go to the weed shop to get my weed. Might go to the gas station. But that's about it. I don't socialize anymore. I don't get out at all. But then again, I hardly ever did that back in the past. I never put myself out there hardly at all. Because usually when I did, I'm a very charismatic person, you know. I'm a very socially, I want to be a social person. But unfortunately, my borderline personality disorder, my autism, it makes that extremely difficult. For one, because of the communication issues on the autistic side and the whole fucking abandonment and, all that shit that ties into borderline personality disorder. But at some point, I am going to get treatment for that part of it. I mean, I know there's no cure for those things, so, but I know if you can do it and you get the right people, namely like the right psychiatrist or whatever, and they really work with you, then because I mean I've known a lot of people, and I've heard of people they're perfectly just fine. It's just I've got to do it the right way this time. No more no more hiding behind a mask. I want people to know the real Jack Christopher Holly, right up front. No fucking no bullshit. So there's no coming back later, saying, oh, well, you didn't tell me that, or, oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. I told you from day one. That kind of thing. Things are too fake, things are way too fake in today's, I was definitely not made for this world. Definitely not made for this world. Not in a social standard type of way. Not currently, anyway. I mean, but I'm not one of those type that like just close myself off completely, because I don't like being alone all the time, I believe it or not, I know I'm 54, but hey, I'm still keeping in shape and still staying active every day, just for that one thing, that one reason, that one purpose, that maybe there's that one out there that's right, that we would be perfect, you know, and I might get married and I might actually have a kid. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not, just in case, But it's the whole fake thing is what makes it so extremely hard for me because, that's why I don't really do anything like that per se online because the majority of it, all of it really is fake. I mean, you're the people you talk to online. It's insanity because a lot of these people you talk to them for like a couple of days and they're expecting you to think that they're gods. I mean, it's like, hey, I don't even know you. Or you get the ones on there looking for free money. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to toss this video up. I haven't gotten anything up in a while yet, so I think like in a week or so. But I'm gonna get some more up. I don't know. I'm just trying different things, and I'm up early this morning, so I've got a couple of things I want to get uploaded. Maybe do a live stream. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. This one mainly, I just wanted people to know, in case there was the curious ones out there. Yes, I'm single, 54 years old. My full name is Jack Christopher Holly. Mm-hmm. I was born at 11:47 p.m. on a quiet Sunday night in a little ass town called Shawnee, Oklahoma. 1970. Can you believe that? 54. I'm disabled. I'm retired and disabled. Well, I'm retired because of the disability, but the disability is not like physical or anything like that. Hell, I'm in damn good shape for 54. The disability part is the mental part, the borderline personality disorder with the autism. And I'm sure there's some other one. Well, oh yeah, an ADHD. Not so much the hyper part. That part is the hyper sensitive part of it, which made it. But the borderline personality part is which made it insane. Well, impossible to be in the workforce. After the military, and I got into the civilian workforce, it was impossible. It just didn't work, man. It's like my brain is in a whole. I'm outside the box. That's for sure. I go by my own set of rules, the Jack rules, I guess. But yeah. So most all of my jobs that I had in civilian was at the most they would last maybe a year at the most. Before it would just they would just yeah. Now I just pretty much don't do nothing. I get up every day, every morning, same time, sometimes extra earlier, but usually around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up. I've got my coffee. I'm outside. I live in the country, just outside of Stillwater. So, I'm usually outside in my underwear with my mug of coffee and my oversized spoilt ass wolf dog. Now he's a husky, and his name's Chucky. And we walk around. We walk around on the property here, the land, listening to the neighbors' roosters, loud ass bastards, and do yard work during the day and attempt to make videos. And I'm back to writing now. I'm doing journals, but the journals are actually for a book I've been working on for many years now. Hopefully I'll get that book finished before I die. I've just got a lot of ideas I'm tinkering with, and I'm hopefully going to get started here pretty soon. Just once I get more organized in my head here, I've still got to find me a good psychiatrist. One that I feel comfortable with, and one that's and I know that takes time, but once I get the proper treatment going, and can try out some different medication, probably go do some. I might actually try some of the one of the anger management things, because I know I heard somebody say sometime or a while back that people with borderline, especially men with borderline personality disorder, they can sometimes benefit from the anger management classes. Not the normal ones; they're ones geared more towards people with like NPD. Just it's the mental illness side of it. I might try one of those. My ex told me I needed to go to an anger management class. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, probably will. Once I get more stable with that, I'm almost there. I got to get over this numb feeling, because I know I have become quite numb, to everything. I've got to make it up over that, back to level ground, because right now I'm still in that numb mode. It's like I've become numb to everything, really. I have my routine that I do, but not everything that I used to do that made me happy in life and that gave me that extra joy. It's just like it's been nullified. It's like it's numb. It's almost like I've gotten a shot of morphine or something. It's numbed down to the point to where yeah. That's the part I got to get through, and then things can really start kicking off. But as far as relationships and stuff like that, I'm not bothering with anything like that in no shape or form. No girlfriends. I'm not looking. If you're looking for that, then yeah, you're too soon. You might wait a while. I'm up for friendships. People to talk with. I'm perfectly fine with that. But as far as going anything further than that, no. I guess for now, I'm going to sign off out of here, and I'm gonna probably be back on here shortly if I decide to do a live stream. Well, maybe we'll see. It's still early yet, but I will let you filthy mutts go back to sleep, or hell, some of you are probably not even awake yet. But until next time, this is Jack Wolf signing off. I'll see you filthy animals later. Bye.